I see you do. Okay.
You guys have to face those chairs. Thank you to the North Summit Drum Corps for adding a little dignity. And would everybody just take a minute, please, to look up Echo Canyon and down Weber Canyon and tell me this isn't one of the prettiest sights in Utah? I'm so very, very pleased. It's been a long time coming. 20 years ago, we dedicated the first part of the trail. And now we've dedicated this, and the little committee will get together and we'll begin to figure out how to get funding to do the deck and rail across I-80. For those of you who weren't here, in 1987, when Dick Stoner was appointed to be chairman of the committee to put the whole thing together, he was appointed by Park City, and Miles Rademan and Jennifer Harrington were kind of the visionaries that got this going. But because Dick was such an athlete and such an important resident of North Summit, he was appointed to kind of put things together. So let's have Dick say a word here.
I won't take a lot of time. The only thing I'd like to say that this is basically what you see city, county, and state working together. There's not one entity that could have done this by themselves. No one had the money for trails. The thought of having a 30-mile lineal trail was something new for state parks. So it really was everyone putting their energy together and having a common insight that this was eventually going to end up as the main skeletal structure for a future trail system. And I know Sally had the vision, and a few people had a vision. A lot of the developers could not see it. And I see John O'Connell in the audience, and I'd like him to say a few words, because Mountain Trails is the entity that has continued with this vision. There's over 400 miles of trails in Summit County. And all of you have the ability to become members, to become supporters, to become donors of this, and more importantly, to use the trails and take care of them. John, you want to say just a couple of things?
We appreciate everybody being here, and I don't know if everyone knows, but...
Get here, you just
okay.
Talk while back.
Talk downhill.
Thanks everybody for coming out, and if you don't know, Mountain Trails maintains a big section of the rail trail, and it's probably about 50% of what we do in terms of trail maintenance. So it's a huge part of Mountain Trails, and it's one of the reasons that we're able to stay in business. So we're very happy to have this, and Sally, thank you very much for being here, and Dick, thank you for all you do. Thanks.
And I would say that because State Parks owns the linear alignment, they own the fee title, they have contracted with Mountain Trail Foundation to manage the trail. But Joe Donnell, the ranger at Rockport, is still the chief in charge. So Joe, say a word or two. In fact, Joe paid for the party today.
I didn't pay for the party, the rail trail paid for the party. You know, a lot of people don't realize it's a state park, but it is. The official title is the Union Pacific Historic State Park. We do contract with Mountain Trails. We pay them a significant amount of money every year to maintain the trail, but the trail actually brings in a lot more money than what we even pay them. I just sent out 3 invoices yesterday for $66,000, and it's through fiber optic companies that pay an easement to run their fiber optics under the trail. So it actually is a money-making venture, and I'm glad we work with Mountain Trails. They do a great job, and I don't do a lot. But these guys, they're the guys on the ground taking care of the trail, all that. I just make sure they're doing what they're supposed to do, and I write them 2 checks every year, so that's all I do. So.
And then a big shout out to County Manager Bob Jasper, who responds well to being kicked in the tail, because we're going to have a Summit County Trails Master Plan that will cover both East and West Summit County. Yes!
Hi everybody. Isn't this great? I think it's just exciting. It's a
get things done in America, in Utah, anyway, you have to partner.
Yeah, you do.
You have to have allies. You have to find ways to, so it's not just you. And this county's, I think, good at that. That's our style, and we appreciate our partners. And the drummers, too.